Guys, take a look at this. I'm just gonna, I don't know, 1 minute. I'm just gonna raise this up so that you can get an impression of what I am talking about. So I hope I can actually catch that. Guys, this is exactly how it looks right now. Just to put this in context, I'm gonna grab my phone. Just give me a minute. Just try to put my camera right here so that you can actually understand what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, it is Sunday. I hope the phone is going to focus on that. It's Sunday and it's 9:37 a.m. in Germany. Take a look at that. It is all white, and it has been like this for the past 3 days. Everything is white. I'm going to be showing you that shortly as soon as I start to drive, because I really want to put this in perspective. Lately I have been watching videos of people talking about the fact that people are leaving Germany, and there are a lot of reasons why they are giving. Jobs is one of them. People just can't find houses. People can't. I hope it's getting cold, so I just got to get inside. All right. And I'm going to show you even more. I just have to grab my keys and let's just do this outside. It's unplanned. I didn't plan to do it, but I came this morning to the warehouse and I just saw that, man, what's this? It's been 3 days already and still counting. The weather looks like this. I have my keys. I'm just going to drive around, mount the camera. I'm going to talk about this thing. Just stay with me on this one, all right? Take a look at what it says. It says -1 degree, all right? It doesn't matter where you go right now. It's going to pretty much look like this. Understand that, look, I do not live in Munich, and not everybody can actually live in Munich. If you have been following the last videos, you would have pretty much seen that there's a very big housing problem in Munich, but this video is not going to be addressing that. I'm just going to show you some other things that might possibly be responsible for why people, are just having a rethink, wanting to leave Germany altogether. Because if you do not live in Munich, perhaps you live about 50, 60, 70 kilometers away from Munich, you are possibly going to be off the city. And when the weather is like this, just take a look at this, guys. It's been like this, like I said, for 3 days. How long it's going to remain like this, I have absolutely no idea. The sky is gray. You just keep driving. First of all, you do not see anybody on the street, and the sky is continuously gray. The trees all white. It is cold. It's -1 degree. So you can pretty much not say, okay, I'm tired of sitting in my sitting room. I'm tired of watching Netflix. I want to go outside. You go outside, it's just going to be like after 10, 15 minutes, you're going to be cold, and you're definitely going to definitely want to go back to where you came from, which is your room, because right now everything is closed. It's a Sunday. It's also different when it's a working day, but this is a typical Sunday where I live, and it's just going to be like this. I've been driving now for more than almost 2 kilometers. Still do not have a sign of anybody on the street, because people are pretty much just inside. It's cold. There's nothing you can do right now. So for me, this is not a problem, because I've lived here for pretty much well over 13 years now, but for somebody just coming for the first 5 months, first 6 months, you might be pretty much considering if you really want to stay here. Because first of all, if you are not the kind of person that likes the cold climate, definitely this might be a very big reason for you to want to have a rethink. You might be not so comfortable living here when it's so cold, when it's so, it's so gloomy, and to say the least, a little bit depressing. Because if you are alone and you do not like Netflix, you do not have a social media account, or you're not hooked to social media like most of us are, it's just going to be like you're going to be indoors, just pretty much sitting down on your couch. And this could just be a motivation killer, And for some people, they have said, no, I want places where at least the weather is going to be a little bit friendly, not going to be so harsh. I want to be able to do something even on a Sunday. I want to be able to do something even when it's -1 degree. Right now, you just cannot go outside and chill. Normally, I kind of appreciate what the government has done. They put benches. If you can see, that's a bench right there. They've put benches where people can actually sit down, just relax. But this is only possible when it's summer, when the weather is pretty much hot. But when it's like this, -1 degree, I want to tell you for a fact that, look, not everybody will want to stay here. Some people are just not naturally inclined to live in this kind of climate. So they might come around, and after about 2-3 months, they see how it could be, how quiet it could pretty much be. They might want to have a rethink, and this is a very major reason why people might want to leave Germany. Right now, I'm sitting down here. I have a head warmer, I have a jacket, I have a pulley, like you can see, and under my pulley is still a t-shirt, and under this t-shirt is another black singlet right there. This is like layers upon layers of clothes, just making sure that I do not have any cold coming to my body. And on my jeans, right under my jeans, is also another trouser, and right now I also have a Mustang boot and 3 stockings, all to make sure that, look, I do not get a share of this cold. This is a reason why people might want to consider leaving the country. Yes, it's like that. It's what it is. I cannot recommend you now a place where it's going to be better, because I have not lived anywhere else in the last 13 years. But I can pretty much talk about Germany. Right now, I'm driving into a small city. It's the same thing. Just a few cars outside. People are generally indoors. They are just indoors. Nobody wants to be hot with this cold. I'm going to continue driving until like 2-3 kilometers. Of course, I cannot continue to drive forever. I'm going to turn back at some point. But just to give you a better picture of what it looks like. Yes, even though the housing problem is a major reason why people don't want to stay here, because it's very expensive. Even though the job crisis is also another big problem why people don't want to stay. This thing right here, this weather that is so cold, believe me, it's also something that people might want to take a rethink. They are, of course, I understand that it's winter. It's what it is, but I would have preferred that it's snowing. At least if it's snowing, you can actually go outside, play in the snow. The fact that it's snowing, it's a new thing to see. You can build a winter man, a snowman, or something like this. You can actually just play with the snow, appreciate the snow. But it's just like this. It's not snowing. It's not raining. The street is pretty much very clean. But the thing is, it's just gloomy. The sky is so gray, and there's just nobody outside. There's nobody you can actually walk up to now and want to, have a kind of conversation with. And then if you have to go out, you have to wear a lot of clothes just to make sure that, look, you do not have a sting from this cold. All right. So this is just what it is right now. And like I said, this might be a reason why people are actually considering living. If you are from the warmer climates, if you are from places where it's like 34 degrees all year round, I can pretty much understand what you are feeling right now. This is not a weather for you, because it's going to be super, super cold. And when I came 13 years ago, yes, I felt it, and I was like, what? Is it going to be like this? For how long is it going to be like this? For how long am I going to be indoors? It's December now. It's possibly going to continue like this till like January and possibly February, before it gets a little bit friendly again. So some people actually do leave this country when it is December and when it's January, and I can pretty much relate to why that might be so. And the things that you see right now might be one of the reasons why they are taking this decision to want to leave, especially in time of winter, and possibly come back again when it's summer. All right. For me, when I came, like I said, 13 years ago, it was also the same thing. I was like, what's going on here? But luckily for me, I've been able to adapt. It's been 13 years already, and I can pretty much say that I have adapted to the whole conditions, especially the weather conditions here. Yes, the housing thing is a thing. The job thing is a thing. We're going to be talking about all that on this channel. So it is kind of things you want to see. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I just felt in the last time, because I was looking at a lot of content on YouTube, and I felt like I have lived here for 13 years. I pretty much have a word or two to say, especially for those of you trying to come to Germany, or those of you that are already in Germany and you are having a difficult time trying to figure out things. I'm going to be lending my voice. So if this kind of content interests you, kindly go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Until I see you again in the next one. Peace.